start to fail, aggression comes into it, and a psycho-aggression, and that usually improves the performance. But I can be a little laid back too much, I think, at the beginning, which is forced. Forced on myself. Does that make sense? Yes. Yeah, you suddenly got yourself into a situation, you got yourself in a corner, now you've got to get yourself out. That's it. Then you start down the street. Yeah, that's right. It's like walking down the street, and you think you take a shortcut. No good. Phil. Morning, Phil.
Good morning, how are you?
All right, mate.
You made it all right then?
Yeah, it's not a difficult one to find at all.
You'll have to come again bringing this
I
with
will. I'll keep trying that bit. Do you want to carry the heavy stuff?
Yes. Oh, I'll carry those, no problems.
It's unusual. Most shooting schools are rather hard to find.
Oh no, this isn't too bad, luckily.
Yeah.
Luckily, it does make life a lot easier.
2 sort of 3 years of going down a rod at Devon, and I still get lost.
No, this is easy. Well, I thought we'd come and sit outside anyway, Liam. It's much better than being inside on a day like today.
It's probably a better place to shoot as well.
Well, yes, that's very true. I don't know, you don't miss many inside.
No, this is true. Yeah.
Easiest way to do it.
All right.
Anyway, we'll just sit down and we'll just go through a few bits.
Okay. I like the onion soup mugs.
Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? Yeah. Good old Mr. Esso.
No expense spared, eh?
No chance.
So what do we do first, then?
Right, well, if I explain to you, obviously, we've spoken on the phone, etc. So I just really want to give you a bit of a better picture of what we're going to do today.
Right.
Obviously, within the context of sports science, I look at sports psychology, which in shooting, obviously, is the anxiety of the bird coming. What's it going to do? What the condition's going to do? The concentration when you're going through on your sporting stand or your trap stand, etc., and you're thinking, oh, I'm on a straight here. The way of actually controlling yourself and stopping the negative thoughts coming in.
Right.
It's easy to say, oh no, I'm going to miss this bird. Obviously that's on the sports psychology. Then you look at sports physiology, so obviously you build up. You might even look at some of your diet, Liam.
Okay, that's a valid point, Phil. Yeah.
We'll look at diet, we'll look at warm-ups as well, how physical warm-ups can actually get you in the right frame of mind.
Okay.
So we'll go on to that as well, and a stem from that is biomechanics, how your body really works. Obviously today, I can coach slightly within the parameters of shooting, actual technique-wise, but biomechanics is just a way of helping you to understand a bit more why you swing in a certain way, and how your body can move, thus you don't get so tired at the end of the day.
And that'll help us look also at the anticipation of possibly straighting, which I find a tendency puts me off. I think I might do this, and I've lost it.
That's right. I mean, that's a combination of so much the psychology and the physiology. Because of the tension within you, you think, oh, I'm going to get this, and then everything is different, so your swing's different. Although it feels the same that you think in your mind, it's actually completely different. So we'll look at that as well, and then we can touch slightly on sports sociology, which basically is looking at your sort of social background and your work. And I mean, many shooters will come out at the weekend and just have an abysmal time, because they're not using their shooting as competition; they're using it as a release. And it's very hard to actually sort of, to work between the two parameters. So again, that's something we will touch on this afternoon.
Great. Okay.
But we'll see how it goes, and we'll battle through.
Take it from there.
But before we start, I
Stage
will just ask you a couple of questions before I go and see you shoot. See how you shoot 30, then I can just make a few assumptions from that. Then we can really get into doing some questionnaires, and then really get into the hard work.
Fire away,
Phil. If I just ask you a couple of questions. I've got a questionnaire here of how do you feel today.
Okay.
So I've got 6 questions here, and you've got to score them out of 0 to 4. 0 being not at all, and 4 being extremely.
Fair enough.
So we'll just do the first one and see how you get on. How anxious do you feel today?
Not at all.
Not at all. That's fine. Okay. How sad or depressed do you feel today?
1.
1. How confused do you feel today?
2.
2. Maybe rising, maybe getting better.
We'll see. Yeah.
And how angry do you feel today?
Aggressive.
Aggressive.
Angry. 1.
1. How energetic do you feel today?
3.
3. Surprising what the sun does, isn't it?
It's a beautiful day.
And how fatigued do you feel today?
2.
2?
Yeah.
The journey wasn't that bad.
No, no, it's okay. No. Late night and a lot of work recently.
Really?
So, yeah.
Sports sociology.
Okay, you got it.
Right, we'll go and shoot 30 clays and see how you get on.
Lovely.
Okay.
All right.
Right then, Liam, we're going to shoot the teal first. Obviously, I'm going to look just to see how you shoot and see if I can pick up on anything. So we shoot the teal, we're going to shoot 4 singles, and we're going to shoot 3 pairs on report.
Okay.
I'm just going to watch and make some notes as you go along.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Good stuff. Where do we chuck the rubbish?
Just
in the
here,
bin?
I'll take it, yeah. Put it in the bin. Keep it and tidy, as they say.
Always. Okay. You ready for me?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Pull.
Okay, quite a good stance.
Pull. Pull.
Okay, nice and smooth. Slightly nervy. Only to be expected.
Pull. Pull.
Okay, still nice and smooth, slightly nervy. Seems relaxed, I'll know later.
Pull.
Starting to get a little snatchy there. Obviously still nerves coming in. Aggressive in the call.
Pull.
That was more relaxed.
Okay
then, Liam.
Successful, but jumpy.
A little jumpy this morning, yes. You could
Bit
see
jumpy.
the little aggressive call coming through occasionally.
Oh, is it? I'm not really aware of it. I get a lot of criticism for shooting without ear protectors, but I'm a defender of civil liberties, but I do like to hear. And these are working very well. Have you come across these yet?
Have,
you
yes,
tried
yes.
using them?
Yeah, they are
Very
they are
effective.
good.
I can hear everything you're saying. I've got my balance, but the actual shot, the moment of impact, it could be doing me the damage. No problem at all. Highly recommend these.
That's right. Oh, you've
well worth
got
the
to keep them
investment.
there.
Cans for
This is
life,
the
really,
best
as
way.
well, aren't they?
They are,
They're
yes.
all done. I haven't got a clue where
Yeah.
to change the batteries.
Don't worry till they start bleeping at you.
All right. Okay, Phil, so what now then?
We're just going to do a bird going away from us now. It's just, basically you could just say it's a pigeon rising and just going in front of you.
Fine.
Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same again. Just going to do 4 singles and then 3 pairs on report again.
Okay,
That's fine.
pull. Pull.
Right, still a little jumpy on this bird. Obviously getting used to things.
Pull.
Shooting good breaks in this particular bird there.
Pull. Going on report now, yeah, Phil?
Yes, certainly are. Footwork is good. Slightly, and I have to look at
Pull.
second bird problem. Just have to look at that back foot and explain that later.
Pull.
No bird. Explain.
Pull. All right, we're not doing bad today.
No, but still keep it consistent. Keep your
Yeah.
mind on the job.
Okay.
And then we can look at everything else as we go along.
Tight, honestly. Actually, you know, great, feeling consistent, everything smooth, but feeling tight, constricted, chest, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just that little
So
bit of
although I'm aware
aggression
of the
into
fact
the
I'm
bird.
hitting them, I would love to do it a little more comfortably.
That's right.
A little more at ease.
A little more smoothly.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, I've noted a couple of things that we can look at, maybe just a bit on the biomechanics side, but also on the relaxation side.
Okay.
And we'll work through that as we go.
I have a tendency to bump into my muffs with my gun.
You will have now. You've just taken on to your muffs.
Yes.
Again, when I look at some of the visualization and mental imagery with you, I will bring in the importance of dry mounting. So again, we will also then look at how the importance of your muffs will come actually into your dry mounting.
I'm with you.
So now, because that's obviously something new that you've got to get used to.
Yes.
Again, it's like buying a new gun. When you buy a new gun, you've got to get used to it. You keep mounting it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do got the big cans up here, it's completely different just to putting the earplugs in.
Right, I'm with
So
you.
now when you come up to your cheek, you've got the tendency maybe just to knock them every so often.
Gotcha.
Which again is something that you were consciously thinking about.
Yes, my head doesn't feel so balanced.
No, that's
as it
right.
was. What now?
Okay, we're going to go shoot the grouse now.
Okay.
And we'll do exactly the same down there.
Lovely. All right, Phil.
Right, Liam, we'll do exactly the same as we have on the other two stands. We've got the grouse now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have 4 singles and 3 pairs on report again.
Lovely.
And we'll see how you get on with these fast birds.
I do like grouse, but
there's not
also
too
don't
many
know
around
one.
this year.
No, there isn't.
So
no.
make the most of these.
Righto. All right, man on the trigger ready?
We're ready.
Pull. These automatic traps are smooth, aren't they, Phil?
Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Pull.
Get the back foot still there a bit. Smooth action.
Pull. Do like dusting grouse.
Oh, the best way, isn't it?
Pull.
Still a little nervy.
Pairs now, yeah?
Yep.
Pull.
Never got back for the second. False sense of security again.
Pull.
Just losing some of the smoothness.
Last pair.
Relaxation again. Yes, it is, Liam.
Pull.
So we seem to be breaking them later.
There we go, Phil.
There we go, Liam. Right, we've concluded the 3 now.
All right.
We can go and do the hard work now.
Have a
That
look.
was easy. So what I want to do, I want to ask you some questions about your shooting, how you feel, where you're going in your shooting, to really bring into you what you're doing.
Right.
So you actually sit down and think about it. Most shooters don't really think this. They've got an idea in their mind, but they don't plan it. And that's the idea of what you've come to me for, is the preparation.
Yes.
That we're looking at all the different keys of preparation, the preparation months in advance of competitions, up to the lead up to it, and then also the preparation on the day, and then the preparation before you shoot.
Okay.
That's the aim of today, really, is to make you better prepared.
Right.
So we can always go through.
Fire
So
away.
If I can
No
just
pun
ask you some
intended.
questions, just if you could think, within your shooting, what would be a dream goal for you? Something that obviously at the moment you might not be able to get, but something that you would lie in bed and think, that's nice. I mean, obviously within sporting, maybe world championships or
Straight 100.
straight 100. Okay. Right, and then, I mean, obviously that we'll be looking at some time in the future.
Yes. Yeah.
What to you would be a long-term goal, something that you could achieve maybe not so much in the present season, but always looking to the next season and the season after that?
Developing a consistency with the shooting, instead of being so up and down with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What we all look for. Okay. And again, still with that in mind, you'd still be looking then towards the 100 straight would lead on after that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what sort of average score are you shooting at the moment? You've told me that you've shot a few shoots and you're averaging around the 85s to 90s.
Yeah, that's fair. 85 to 90s. It's finding those extra birds and not falling to bits on certain disciplines.
Right.
Doing really well on some driven targets and then blowing it on a specific crosser.
Right. Right.
So like a score of 1 out of 10.
That's right.
That's often how I'll lose 10 birds.
And I would
you know.
probably be right in saying that when you go out and practice, you practice the easier ones.
There's a tendency to, yeah. If I'm going to be I'm paying, I do try to concentrate on the birds that I'm having difficulties with. But yes, those, you know, there's a fear of the ones that you're going to miss.
Yeah.
And therefore that rigidity before you go on the stand. And often I'll lose by doing that, you see.
Yeah. What do you think your short-term goals are? The whole idea of this is for you to think what you're doing.
Right. I think that we've come across one immediately today. It's missing a bird on a no-bird call.
That's correct.
Right.
Yes.
That for me is one of the that I need to sort out, because I feel I lose a single sensible bird that I should have hit every time.
I just want you to think of your best performance, the best times you've shot, and if you could just answer me some of these questions.
Okay.
The first one, how did you feel before the event? Now, I'd like you to answer that on a 0 to 10 scale, from 0 being flat to 10 being highly tuned.
7.
7. Worried, not worried?
20 in terms of adrenaline. Worried, yes.
You were worried, so you're very worried. Right, and what were you saying or thinking to yourself at this time, if anything?
Trying to calm myself down, telling myself to calm down. Slow myself down, because I jabber so much and I shoot like that.
So again, we're still getting this picture of that relaxation coming up again.
Yes.
Being relaxed, okay. And how aware of your performance were you?
Very.
Very.
Very conscious of it, and those around me watching it as well.
And how relaxed in yourself were you without being out of focus of your task? I think you probably answered that slightly already.
Yes, yeah, not too relaxed on it, tight on it, and trying to sort of use the tightness, but that's a different skill, isn't it?
Yeah, again, you don't have tightness, so therefore you wouldn't need to use it.
Right.
But again, you know, we'll look as we go.
It's a way that I look at overcoming it is using it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily successfully.
No, and then obviously we can always look at that and see where you've actually lost birds.
Right.
It would come again through that tightness.
Okay.
When you're actually shooting, I mean, talking generally now, are you focused and aggressive before performing, or are you relaxed and focused, or something else?
I think, if anything, I'm a little complacent because I'm trying to be relaxed.
Right.
And then if I start to fail, aggression comes into it, and I psych the aggression, and that usually improves the performance. But I can be a little laid back too much, I think, at the beginning.
Have you set yourself goals for this season?
No, not really.
No,
I haven't.
So obviously,
just to carry on trying to get better, but no plan, no structure to it in that sense.
Right, okay then.
Trying to achieve more in my sport, just have another go.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
and if you could, this next question, are you a winner, or do you want the team to win?
No, I'm a winner. Yes, yeah.
Right. That's all right, there's no need to pack up the bags and go home now then.
No. All right, yeah.
And if you could just, a few little details, if you could just describe your preparation for an event, if anything.
Bang the stuff together, chuck it in the car, make sure I've remembered everything.
Are you satisfied with your skill level when you're shooting well?
To a certain degree, yes. Yeah, I'm aware of the tenseness that's underneath the thing.
But technically you feel?
Technically, I'm feel consistent.
Right.
I'm happy with my feet and my mount.
Would you say mistakes occur randomly, or do they increase in pressure situations?
Randomly, I don't think they increase particularly under pressure. No.
So neither nor.
Yeah,
really,
it's
there's just a
sometimes
50-50.
I do try, if I miss, to try and quickly analyse why I missed the shot.
Yeah.
I do work on that. I do it a little tensely, but I do try and analyse why the bird didn't go down.
It would be probably fairer to say that if you had to split it at 60-40, that 60 would probably be towards the pressure situation.
Yes, that's fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
reasonably well balanced.
Right. Okay. When you're having a problem, how do you feel? Still confident or panic-stricken?
Tight.
Tight.
Yeah, I don't panic,
No.
but I definitely get tight. I can actually feel my chest constricting.
Right.
Is a very physical example of what's happening to me at that moment.
Right.
And a certain stiffening up. And I don't try and shake the stiffening out, I try to use it.
Yes.
So I do become a bit gun turrety, I think.
Right. Right. Okay, that's fine. And then going on from that, is the problem affecting only one aspect of your performance, or are several things going wrong at once then?
Not usually,
Not usually.
bar the anticipation of difficulty when you hit a particular discipline that you know you struggle with.
Right, that's fine, okay. And again, within that question, again, that no bird would come in again.
Yes,
When
that's
that
it.
bit of pressure from the no bird, which is unfortunately none of your fault, when the trap, unfortunately, or the
I've
play...
had that when I've straighted 9 and I've lost the 10th bird because it's no bird, and I threw so much at it, and I'm going, oh, not a no bird situation.
That's right.
Are you with me?
That's
I'm aware
right.
of it being a difficulty for me.
Right. Again, would you say that you're conscious when, again, we're just talking generally, when you get to the ninth bird, that you're on for a straight.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Then the old heart rate definitely goes up, and I wouldn't need your monitor to tell me. You know, that's a thump at that stage.
Through the roof.
Yeah, off and away.
The meter probably wouldn't even tell us what it was.
No.
And if you could just think of your season so far, any of the plus points that you've looked at, or any areas that you want to work a little harder on?
Yeah, I want to look a little bit more at my crossing birds. I'm still unsure of basic technique with crossing birds.
Right,
and I tend to take an extra stab or a swipe when I pull the trigger, just crash it on through at the end, as opposed to following everything that I seem to be consistently building in all my driven targets.
Right, so I mean the crosser isn't a particular problem apart from you thinking it is.
I think it is.
You know,
I tend to think it is, and a little snatch is often there with it.
This time I've got 5 boxes, and it's agree or disagree or somewhere in the middle. Okay, so we work on that kind of assumption.
And agree is at the top end, 1 to 5 sort of thing.
Yep, that's fine. So I mean, agree you're on a 1, and disagree you're on a 5.
Oh, I'm with you. Okay. Yeah, the other way around.
I always want to be part of the team.
No, disagree.
Disagree. Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I'm a single
right.
scrapper.
I need to be aggressive to play best.
Yes, agree.
Right. Okay. Excellence is the key to my performance.
Yes. Can I answer yes? Is that enough information?
Yes, that's fine, because I know that.
Yeah.
I know the way you've said it is a strongly agree.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I like to compete and be on my own.
Yes.
I enjoy the feeling of being in control.
Yes.
I love the challenge of shooting.
Yes.
I want to be and feel a success.
Yes.
I always set goals for my shooting.
Yes. No. No, I don't know.
No.
Can we hover in the middle there somewhere? I used to be indecisive, but now I'm not so
that's
sure.
Right.
You know?
we'll hover in the middle, but I'd put it slightly more towards the disagree from what you've said already, if you're honest with yourself.
Yes, I'll be honest with myself. Right.
I'm catching you out already, you see.
Yeah, okay.
I like shooting for financial reward.
No.
When I shoot well, I feel great inside.
Yes.
I always want to better myself.
Yes.
I'm always trying to beat others.
Yes.
When I perform well, it's due to my ability.
Yes.
When I fail, it's because of outside factors such as wind, bad refereeing, etc.
That's a lovely question.
It's a lovely question,
I like that.
And I'd like an honest answer.
No, it isn't. No, I always attack myself for it.
My best results are thanks to my coach.
Yes, and listening to him is a good part of it, applying what the coach says. So let's go down the middle on that one.
Go down the middle.
Yeah.
I give myself rewards when I do well.
No.
Strongly disagree?
Not strongly, but I just
slightly
don't.
off.
Yes.
Right, okay. I like to challenge myself to a limit.
Yes. Well, I have no limit.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm a very competent shooter.
No. I'm cutting all the nonsense out of it. I'm not bad. How do you put not bad between 1 and 5?
Not bad.
Okay.
I'd say a 2. It's agree, but not fully agree. No, that's fine. That actual question is superb.
Yeah.
Because that tells me exactly where you are.
Right.
When I've done the research with all the elite shooters, the non-elite, and all the beginners, there is a definite pattern which goes from being indecisive, from being the middle point, all the way through, and it works in that the beginners are always in the middle. The person that's at the next stage, or just sub-elite, is then the next stage on, and then strongly agree is the elite.
Gotcha.
So you're fine so far.
Yeah,
I know you're telling me the right things.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And next question, I enjoy shooting all the time, whatever.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And secondly, I know I can win because I enjoy it.
I'd have to put that on middle ground, or disagree. I'd have to disagree, because enjoying it isn't actually just the fundamental of shooting. So I'd have to disagree with that one.
Right. Again, there is no right and wrong way to answer these questions. I will say that to you. It just gives me a picture, but I know roughly where you're coming from.
You got it.
And I know roughly areas we need to look at.
Right.
Okay, now we're on to the dry mounting, but this isn't what I would call that people would normally say is dry mounting. We're actually going to dry mount the targets you've shot already, but we're going to look on the visualization point. I want you to dry mount it, think how you'd swing through it, and then with your pad, I want you to draw words and pictures how you understand it in your mind, and pick out just write how you do it as well.
Okay, well give us a bit of guidance on this
will.
because
That's
I'm
no problems.
not the world's
That's
greatest drawer. Good talk.
As long as you can understand it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's think of the teal you had.
Yep.
Okay, and this obviously we could do this wherever. If we were in the garage, if we were in the living room, anywhere,
Right.
you can put the things on and pick them up. Now again, the reason I've got you here with your muffs on and your jacket is because when you shoot, that's what you shoot with.
Gotcha.
You don't shoot just with a t-shirt on there, bang bang.
No, right.
And obviously now, because you've got the new muffs, you need to get everything put in right.
Okay.
And that's what everything, all it is again, is the preparation. Okay, so
Right.
your gun's clearly empty,
Yep.
so just close it up. Okay, then think again where the teal was coming from and what it's doing.
Yep. And up to there.
Okay, so actually mount as if you were going to actually shoot a teal.
Okay. I mount. Check. Pull. Whoosh.
Right, and again.
Whoosh.
Right, okay, just open the gun now.
It's quite hard to do, isn't it?
It is hard.
Seeing a bird.
Yes, yeah, it's difficult, and you find, but this is very good though to get the mental picture all the time.
Right.
You'll find this is a lot harder than actually shooting, but it's
Yeah.
easier to understand what you were doing.
Deciding my kill point is difficult.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. But you know in the sky for that teal that you've got a picture that's roughly.
Yes.
You would say if you moved your hand a foot, you'd be covering it.
Yep. Yeah,
and that's where
fair
your
enough.
picture is. You know it's not up here,
Mhm.
and you know it's not down there.
Yeah.
For you, killing your teal is somewhere there.
Right.
Obviously, everyone will perceive this slightly differently.
Yeah.
But everyone is going to be roughly in the same point.
Right. I'm with you.
Okay, so just
Okay.
break the gun a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you just take your pad out and your piece of paper.
Teal.
Teal.
Come out from one ear because I'm finding this unnatural sound, even though
Right.
it's effective.
Just write down where you had your gun barrels.
Yeah. I'll draw it.
Just draw it. So in your mind, how you're clear of where it is,
45 degrees.
however you
Pick
perceive
up my
it.
swing. Yeah.
Okay, and think of where your swing goes through. Even just really looking how your barrels are, just to
Right.
swing.
Yeah.
Okay, and what did you say to yourself as you?
Whoosh.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
So write that down.
Yeah. Okay. Whoosh.
Because again,
Whoosh
you're always
and
going to
bang.
take your timing from the bird,
Yeah.
but within your mind you'll perceive how much of a whoosh it is.
Okay. Yeah. Fair
And
amount
that's
of
what-
whoosh for a teal.
That's right, and that's what
Yeah.
we're looking for. Again is the swing. So you really don't even need to write down your feelings because
Right.
you just know. But the important thing again though is not so much writing on your feelings, but is writing down what you do.
Right.
Right, I close my gun,
Yes.
get myself set into a position.
And I prepare myself for teal with the gun fairly high in the sky before I even start the shot.
That's
'Cause
right.
I've never seen any reason to be down here.
No, that's correct.
gonna
how
kill
you
it up
see
there.
That's right.
Yeah.
So obviously you need to write down those keywords.
Okay.
Because obviously now we're looking at the times of when the pressure comes in. And we're looking for the automated system.
Right. A high preparation. Which makes total sense to me.
That's right.
Nothing to anybody
Everybody's
else.
notes I see, I think,
Yeah. What?
but then I look
Yeah.
at my own notes and think, well, yes.
High preparation. And an early kill on a rising bird.
Because remember, all the time we're looking how you kill
Yes.
and how you shoot, because it would be useless me saying, we'll shoot it earlier.
Yeah.
When you're so used to, in your mind, again, we've created the picture. And so it's what you're used to.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you shoot it, does it? I do
No.
tend to leave driven birds almost until they're over the top of me.
Right.
But I'm consistent at that.
But again,
so-
if you're consistent, it doesn't matter.
No.
I mean, yes, there are tried and tested formulas how you shoot, and most people are within those parameters. But here we are looking for how to get your mind set
Right.
to kill the bird in your mind.
And there's no extra points for killing it earlier,
No,
is there?
no.
No.
I mean, a break's a break. Yes, you might get
Okay.
yourself a bit more time on doubles, but at the end of the day, if you're consistent
Mhm.
and you're happy in your system,
Yeah.
therefore you will be confident in your system.
Right.
It would be useless me saying give you a completely new system. But what we are going to look on this though is just look at mount. You could really put down to keywords like mount high,
Mhm.
early, kill.
Yes. Mount high, early kill, my
Early kill.
keywords. Okay.
Okay, because I'm looking at a system I've developed for shooting, which is an internal programming system,
Mhm.
which is basically you're automated and you're telling yourself things all the time.
Right.
So as you're going around in the competition and the pressure's going, you say to yourself, mount high, kill early.
Right. Yep. You got it.
And that's all the time you
And
say
those
to
are my
yourself.
keywords for
Those
that-
are your
for that
keywords.
discipline.
Because your mind can't think of two things at once.
Okay. I'm with you.
And if you keep
Yeah.
talking to yourself those things, that little man that comes in and says, no, you're not going to kill these,
Right.
he can't come in.
Yes.
Because again, we come back to the brain capacity.
Mhm. I'm with
all
you.
the time, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, so
Okay.
on your teal, again, let's just mount a few more of these
Yep.
in case there's just any words that you want
Mount
to come up.
high, early kill.
That's right. And all the time, this is your internal programming system.
Mount high, early kill.
That's right.
Whoosh. Okay.
Okay, so you've got your 5 keywords in there, and
Yeah.
just basically all the time,
4.
4 keywords. Again, you've still got your whoosh.
Touche.
5.
Okay, you got it.
So let's
Yeah.
go again. So
Right.
again, you're just doing that. And again, you're seeing it in your mind.
Mount high, early kill. Whoosh. You've got it.
Okay?
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
No problems?
No problems with
Okay, right, that's fine. Now let's look at that going away bird now.
Okay.
Okay, and again, just remember, get into your mind of where it was and what you're doing.
Right. I'm low, I prepare the shot, and I keep the gun tendency to be pointed down.
Right.
Bang. And it's a lift. It's still a lift through the bird, I find.
That's right.
I cover the bird and I kill. I kill quite early, because the closer it is, the better.
Yes, that's correct.
So I'm looking for my keywords for that, which would be mount low.
That's right. So again, we're already noticing a subtle difference.
Yes.
Everyone thinks mount, but we're not on mount.
No.
We're on mount low or mount high, and again, it's how you perceive it.
Right.
Okay?
Mount low. Early kill.
Early kill.
Closer the bird.
That's right.
Mount low, early kill.
And again, if you just actually think of what you actually see.
Yeah.
Of actually, if you just draw the barrels, and again, think of where you see, though, because you remember, we're not looking back on the barrels.
Right. And it's dropping.
It's dropping. Okay, so, I mean, basically, just to, I mean, obviously, you'll put this in your own words, but when you think of this position, that's the end of your barrels.
Yeah.
You've got a box where you're looking out for the clay, and that's where you kill it.
Right.
Is your box.
Yeah, I'm with
and
you.
that's how your mind will perceive it, that there's a box where you kill it in. Because you never look back at the barrels.
Nope.
Because you're there, you see the box.
I'm with you.
And again,
you kill inside that framework
specifically. That's right. That's your specific framework.
Yes.
And again, you'll have different birds will have different boxes.
Right. Okay.
You'll have different boxes for crossing birds.
Now we're already getting a pattern on this one, because I tend to think of a going away bird as a
That's right.
Right. So I've got a mount high, early kill, whoosh, and a mount low, early kill.
That's right.
It's dropping away.
Yeah. And again, that or that whoosh, you will take the timing from the bird.
Okay.
And that's why it's very important that on the mind side, you take the timing from the bird.
Right.
The same with any shooting, even technically wise. Again, you're saying to yourself what the pattern is.
I'm with you.
And all the time, again, we're coming into the prepreparation.
Yes.
And that's what we're looking for. The ideal at the end of this day is how you key prepare for yourself.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So right now, we're going to look at the grouse.
Look at the grouse.
Okay.
I tend to change the projection on grouse as if it's a horizontally rising target. And let me try and make some sense here.
Right.
The plane is working that way. The bird isn't coming over me. The plane is vertical.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it's fine.
So I tend to think of grouse in that way, as a fast rise.
Right, so in terms of a lift going straight up.
Yes, almost.
That's it.
I might be taking the bird over here, but I do see it rising vertically.
And that's how you see it.
Yeah.
And other people would see it in different ways.
I would actually start quite high, but I do track with that one and come on through.
Right, so just go through it again. Just go through it again, clear.
I call it, my gun's high, it's a high preparation and a long follow through. Long, high, long.
Right.
Do tend to shoot them right over my head.
Right.
For consistency.
So again, you know, it's
double whoosh.
Double whoosh. Double whoosh. Or just above.
Above, yes. Early preparation, high, shoot it above.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's how you would perceive it. So again, let's write it down.
All right. Grouse. Early. No, I don't take it early. I don't take it early at all. High.
High.
High. What was the other word you said just now? Thinking over the top of my
Above.
head. Above. High, above, and I track it.
Yeah, basically you've got your high swing above.
Yes. What I also do is determine distance and focus a long way away. I'm constantly changing the focal plane on that one.
Right.
As it's
so
coming
still
through.
within a box, but the box gets tighter as it gets closer.
That's right. As I establish it a long way away, that's where I'm at focus at its greatest distance. So I want to pick it up as early as I can visually.
Yep.
And mark it to shoot it above.
So again, there's a few more words we can put into that then.
High above.
So it's high, see it, swing it, above.
High, okay. High, see it.
See, swing.
See. High, see, swing, and above.
That's
without hesitation.
That's right. And then just really want to just put a keyword to yourself of the box. Narrowing box, because you've got a small box come in.
Whooshing in on you.
That's right. It's as if it was a funnel to yourself.
Yeah, funnel.
Funnel.
I like funnel. So we have high, see, swing, above, and funnel.
Funnel. So again, already we're building up this program.
Yeah.
For you to say in your mind all the time of what we're doing.
Okay.
And how we're going to do it, and that's how we're going to prepare ourselves.
So what you're saying to me is that when I go on a grouse stand, those are the words that I think of.
Those are your key words.
And that is all I think of.
That's all you think of. Right then, Liam. Now we're going to just look at the next stage on. Obviously today we've picked up on one of the points within your shooting is the bit of tenseness and how we can relax.
Yes.
Now obviously within relaxation, whenever we shoot and the tension comes in, the blood will always flow away from the face because the body says, oh, I need more blood here because that muscle's tensing.
Right.
I won't go into the deep side of how the muscles work, etc. But it will call upon the body. It will say, I need more blood here, more blood there to keep the tension up.
That's why I go
Obviously,
white instead of
that's
blushing
right,
when I miss.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, when the blood actually runs away from your face, your peripheral vision will disappear. It won't completely disappear, but instead of seeing things at this kind of distance, you suddenly come into this distance.
Wow, I'm not aware of that at all.
No,
and that is what is actually happening.
This is actually what happens. The blood will flow from the face, so instead of having your arms wide apart, it comes to here.
Right.
So obviously you think, I didn't see that bird, it was too quick. Well, basically you could be here for a crosser and you just pick it there.
Right.
So everything is different. So again, we've already looked at the dry mounting, and obviously we've got the swings.
Yep.
But obviously if the vision goes, your mind does different things.
Okay.
You think, I've done exactly the same movement, but I missed it.
Right.
That's because of the tension. Everything is different. You tense up, therefore everything is different.
Right.
You drop your legs because of the tension. So that's what we're going to look at, is the relaxation, but I'm going to have you relaxed, but also in tune with what you're doing. And also, we're going to look at the way you can release tension within the body, of tensioning the muscle groups, and then also releasing them again.
That sounds good.
Okay?
Yep.
So what I'm actually going to work on, I'm going to work on your calves, which are in your lower leg at the back, then your quads, which are in the upper leg at the front, and then your hamstrings, which are at the back of your upper leg.
Okay.
Okay, the rest will be self-explanatory. I just want you to lean against the shed and close your eyes.
Right.
Okay. I want you to imagine yourself on a Caribbean beach. The sun's shining, the beach is empty. While you're lying on the beach, the waves are crashing around you. You feel relaxed, you see the sun shining. You turn to your side and there's a melon. You take a knife and you cut a slice. You take a bite of the melon, you feel the moisture. While you're lying on the beach, you're feeling relaxed, the waves are crashing. I want you, while you're stood there, just to tense your feet. Tense them, feel them rolling up. And all I want you to do is breathe in, breathe out, and release. Now I want you with your calves to tense your calves and feel them tense, and breathe in, and breathe out, and release. Now with your quads, you tighten your quads, and breathe in, breathe out, and release. Now the same with your hamstrings. Tighten your hamstrings, you'll find your hamstrings and your quads will tighten together. And breathe in, breathe out, and release. Still all the time you're there relaxed on the beach, you feel relaxed. And now I want you to tense your stomach, and tense it, and breathe in, breathe out, and release. Now your chest, I want you to tighten your chest, and breathe in, breathe out, and release. Now I just want you to, with your hands, just to clasp them together. That's it, and just tighten them. And then your lower arm, and then your upper arm, and breathe in, breathe out, and release. And I just want you to tense your neck, feel it tense, and a deep breath in, and breathe in, and gently release. And now I want you again to start with your feet, and I just want you to work the tension all the way up your body. So tense your feet, then your calves, and your quads, your hamstrings, your stomach, your chest, your hands, your neck, and breathe in, and release very slowly, and feel the tension going out through your legs, all the way down and out. And feel relaxed, and now see yourself on the beach, lying there, aware of your surroundings, the sand, the trees, the waves, and the sun. Okay, I now want you to open your eyes. Okay, Liam, how do you feel?
Relaxed? Better. I nearly forgot to relax my kneecaps. Everything was gone, but the kneecaps were still locked in at the front.
Once you let it all go, it'll all go. It makes you feel relaxed. Now that is ideal before you start shooting.
Okay.
Before you start the days, just relax yourself. We'd have gone through all the preparation from the physical warm-up to everything.
Yeah.
And then you just relax. Whenever we go out to shoot, whenever we do any physical activity, we need to get our body aware of what we're going to do. Now, obviously, when we're shooting, we're using the bodily movements across the back, or we're using again across the hips, and we're using the knee joints. We're using everything, but we all think, yeah, we just get the gun and go and have a swing.
Yes.
Now, when it gets to halfway through the day or 2/3 of the way through the day, you're feeling tired, physically and mentally. So all we're going to try now is trying to combat that a little bit more. Right, the first one is just put your ankle out and you're just going to twist your ankle. Just turn it round. Well, right then, Liam, we've come to the end of the day.
Mentally prepared.
Mentally prepared.
Physically prepared.
That's right.
Knackered.
Knackered.
Yeah.
But relaxed.
All right, with my keywords.
That's right.
So what now then?
Right, we're going to go now, we're going to shoot this round again.
Right.
Okay, the one we shot this morning, we're going to go and shoot it again now. And we're going to bring in everything that we've done.
Right.
Okay, obviously, we've done the warm-up, so we'll just do a smaller warm-up before each stand. We'll get ourselves composed, and we'll go through the keywords. All the time, we're working on that internal programming system.
Right.
So it's automated. So all the time you're saying to yourself this, you're saying to yourself that. Okay? In the crazy, crazy world of a stupid thing coming into your mind, I'm going to miss this one.
Right.
A little technique which is ideal, which completely switches you off from your keywords and everything, is to think of yellow elephants.
Yellow elephants.
If you've got to think of the shape of a yellow elephant, what it looks like, what it is, you forget the negative
You haven't got a
thought
chance
again.
to think of
You haven't
anything
got the
negative.
thought. When you say to yourself, don't think of something, it comes in. If I said to you now, don't think of an egg yolk, clear as crystal
seeing
day
an
is
egg
there.
yolk. Yeah,
And
I'm
everyone
writing yellow
straight
egg.
away-
Yeah, right.
It comes in straight away.
Okay.
So that's just a little silly thing, is think of stupid things if all else fails.
All right.
But basically, we're looking to yourself to use your keywords and know where the picture is that you're going to break the clay.
Gotcha.
Okay? Everybody says that it's crucial that you must say every bird is broken. Okay? But you can really sort of lean yourself into a false sense of security. It's all right saying, oh, that's broken all the time.
Yeah.
You have to say to yourself, see my picture, do everything right, and then the bird will break.
Okay.
Because you're not just saying, oh, I'm going to break this one, because then you add the pressures yourself. Systematically seeing where we're going to go and how we're going to do it.
Fine.
Okay? So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go and shoot it. We're going to make sure we get the keywords. And again, we're still painting that black wall.
Gotcha.
All the time. Okay?
Right.
Just before we do, let's just do this final questionnaire again, just to have a look at the analysis, see how we're going to get on now.
Okay.
Okay. How anxious do you feel?
Not at all.
Not at all. Right. Okay, that's lovely. How sad or depressed do you feel?
No, I'm not depressed.
Fine. How confused do you feel?
Yeah, slightly, because now I don't know how I'm going to feel when I get on the stand.
Okay, about a 1 then.
Let's get out of 1.
Okay then. How angry do you feel?
No, I'm not angry.
Not angry.
Even though you made me do those horrid exercises.
Had to be done, Liam.
Right.
Had to be done. How energetic do you feel?
Yeah, I feel relatively energetic.
Okay,
I haven't
so-
pulled anything. Quite
Right.
relaxed with it.
About 3 then. And how fatigued do you feel?
No, I feel good.
Fine.
Yeah, I feel okay.
Not at all.
Paced out all right.
Right, that's fine. Okay.
All right.
We're now going to go and shoot the targets again.
Good.
Okay. And all we're going to do is lock in, use your keywords, concentrate, and be focused.
Shooting the targets in the same order.
Same
so I'm
order
thinking
again.
about my keywords now for Teal.
That's correct.
Let's go for it.
Okay, right, let's go. Here we go. It's all down to you now. We've done the
Okay.
preparation, we've done the hard work. Off you go.
Apply all the techniques.
All the techniques. We're doing exactly the same again. 4 singles, 2 pairs. Remember your keywords.
Lovely.
Okay.
Early, mount, high, whoosh, kill. You were forward on this, wasn't I?
That's right.
Right. Lights all changed. Pull.
That's right. Maybe you need another keyword with the light changing.
Not there. Less. Got one? What do you suggest? There's less to see than this morning. Definitely.
And there's still 2 parts to the clay. You've still got the bright and the dark. Remember the dark.
The dark.
Dark. So, you know, it's whoosh dark, kill.
Okay. Pull.
That's a better kill.
That's better. Actually, I did go for the dark. Planted the clay on that.
That's right.
Definitely.
Just keep talking your mind to it all the time.
Righto. Pull. Early. Pull.
And now you've got your pairs.
Pairs, right.
It's exactly the same again. Remember, let's just bring the relaxation in there.
I can calm down again now.
Yeah.
Actually, it's just break it up a little.
That's
I've got,
right.
what, at least 10 seconds, haven't I?
Yeah.
That I'm allowed. Whoosh. Pull.
Good. There we go.
I
Good kills.
nearly tried to over-relax on that, Phil,
That's
and
right.
let it have more time.
That's right. And again, the more times you do the relaxation,
Yes.
the more times you become aware of it. It's like the course notes again. It's in your words
Right.
and how you feel it is.
Okay. Looking for 10 on this, aren't we?
That's correct.
Pull. Oh, 2 to go. Doesn't matter.
Just relax. Okay, it's the same as the no birds again. We just relax.
Right.
That's all we need to do is relax. Say your keywords, know your picture.
And repeat the procedure.
That's correct.
Pull. Great.
There we go.
That's one more than this morning.
That's correct.
Okay.
And to be honest, it's one more, but you were shooting much better than you were this morning as well.
Okay.
Everything was much smoother
Right.
because you were focused where your picture was.
I seem to have more time for the second bird as well.
That's right.
on
And
that
everything
one.
was being killed in around the same place
Yeah.
this time instead
Yeah.
of a bit here and a bit there.
Gotcha.
Okay,
All right.
so we're ready for that driven bird now.
Away to the driven bird.
There we go.
Just make sure I've got enough shells, get some more, and straight into it. Now, my instructions on this one were mount, low, early, kill.
Yeah.
Right.
Now we're ready for that going away bird.
Okay. Pull. Pull. Exhilaration leads to excitement.
That's right,
I can
so
feel
again,
the changes.
The preparation again.
Pull.
At least you're now becoming much more aware
Yes.
of your feelings.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then if you're more aware, you can then combat them.
Things changing because I'm going, oh, well done to myself.
Yes.
And there's things happening,
That's right.
which is a daft way to explain it, but do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Pull.
But again, it's still part of your keywords.
Right. Yes, I'm with you.
I need to explain to you. You don't need to explain to me.
Got
you
it.
need to understand.
I need to explain
I
it
know
to
what
myself.
you're saying. Yeah.
Right. All right, and on to pairs, yep.
That's correct.
Pull. Pull. Last pair. This is the moment, you see. I'm nearly there. I could have 20. Just calm it all down.
Calm it down again.
Forget everything that's happened before.
Talk your way through it again.
Re-prepare. Pull. Great.
There we go.
That's a good feeling.
Okay?
Okay.
So we'll just relax all the time.
Ah. And as the success continues, though, I'm starting to feel the tension creep back into my chest. I can feel my feet tensing and I'm rising onto the balls of my feet.
That's right.
So I re-prepare, change everything, calm it all down before we go on and
That's
do the
right.
third display.
Whenever your body signals, all you do is tense it and release it. And okay, let's go.
Great, let's go.
Okay. All right, we're off to the grouse now.
That'll do it.
Right, Liam, the last stand. We're going to do exactly the same again. Remember your keywords. Concentrate, but relax.
Okay.
Be focused. Okay. So again, rely on your keywords and see your picture.
You got it.
Okay. So just talk yourself through your keywords again.
All right. All in the head. And away we go. Pull.
No bird.
Pull. Oh, I'd like to be excited and say, I didn't get put off by the no bird.
Just again, see your picture.
Yep.
Calm
No
yourself.
bird is not my fault. Okay. Pull. Pull.
Okay, now you've got your pairs.
My pairs.
Remember again your keywords.
One specific thing that I lost on this morning again.
Yes, but just remember,
We've
bring it
sorted
into your
out for now.
keywords.
Okay. Pull.
Okay, and keep talking to yourself.
All right. Calm it down. This is the point that I can lose it. 26 out of 30.
And
Another
relax.
two. Pull. Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Exactly the same on this pair again.
Last two of the day, Phil.
Just another pair, Liam.
Just another pair, Phil. Pull. Yes! Now can I have a touch of jubilation?
It's well shot, Liam.
Cured the three.
Very well shot.
Cured the three.
There we go. Much
Okay.
better.
Now
Okay.
what we had there, that no bird was lovely because it gave me a specific situation that I...
That's right.
You can call it a fear, that you're in fear of. You're waiting and to anticipate that
But
difficulty.
you were in control.
Yes.
Every bird is another bird.
Right.
Same with that last pair. It's just
Yeah.
another pair.
Gotcha.
It's the easiest way. You never count
Those are the
scores.
words are stuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never count scores. It's
Right.
just another pair.
Got it.
And you just say to yourself, see the picture,
Yeah.
and swing through again.
And away we
That's
go.
all you need to do. But it's knowing how to do it properly.
Yes.
And that's hopefully what we've achieved in what we've done so far today.
Excellent.
We've got there, and now we're going to go back and we just summarise what we've done in the day, and we'll actually put you right on the goals for what you're going to do
Wonderful.
from the next stage.
Really good stuff, Phil.
Great.
Go on,
Good.
let's go rally.
Okay. Well, Liam, well
Diet.
shot on the last round.
Thank you.
Diet, yes, diet is something we will cover.
This is my 30 out of 30 picnic.
But to be honest, you have
Melting.
you've done quite well today, diet-wise, just apart from your shooting.
Mm-hmm.
All you've done is a little bit of a couple of picnics through the day, and your orange juices will see you clear. That's fine. And then you know you can eat when the day's finished.
Stuff myself to death now.
That's
Had a
fine,
banana.
you know. Yeah.
Usually eat a banana to give myself something in my stomach.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
To
I
digest.
would say just one thing is maybe stick to those more than you do your Coke.
Right.
The Coke
Yeah.
will just give you a sort of bubbly feeling, and it's got caffeine in it as well.
Mhm.
As coffee and tea has, which dehydrates you. So all the time you're thinking, I'm thirstier and thirstier and thirstier. So obviously on your diet you want to avoid that.
Yeah.
If you want to take it a bit more seriously, in the weeks, you know, try and cut down on some of your fats, but build yourself up on a bit of pasta. I'm not talking great amounts, but if you can have pasta and avoid the big fatty fillings on top of it.
Right.
It's all too easy to have a spaghetti bolognese and then get it
Yeah,
all
love
wrong.
the sauce,
Get it all
yeah.
wrong with the sauce.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, but I mean,
Okay.
basically, diet plays an important role. The higher you go up the scale, and fitness plays as well. But if you can, when you're shooting, just eat little bits
Mhm.
as you go through the day, just to keep away that feeling of feeling hungry. On the
Okay.
diet-wise, okay, that's, you know, I mean, obviously, the more we work, then the more of a picture I can give you and look at your diet and see what areas we can work on.
I'm with you. So carry a bit of food stuff when you go shooting, and a sensible amount of the right
That's
sort of
right,
liquid.
that's right, yeah.
This is good gear, isn't it? Tell me
Well-
about this stuff, because it's the first time I've seen it.
Well, Access Diary, it's a product that's only just come really available in this country in the last year or so. It's just an isotonic sports drink, which basically means it's in line with your body. The fluids are in balance with your body. Obviously, I mean, I did tests with this at the beginning of the year to test it up against all the other sports drinks that are on the market.
Mhm.
You can't actually buy this in the newsagents. It's not a confectionery drink. It's ideally a sports drink.
Right.
Obviously, on a day like today, we've lost fluids through sweating, etc., and through all the movements of the body. And for every part that you start to lose through your sweat, you start to lose quite a high percentage of your actual performance. Now, within shooting, although it's not a high explosive sport in the terms of actual physical movements, we're still looking to be at the peak level that we can be at. And with Isostar, I mean, it has come out the best. It's good for concentration because of the high carbohydrates in it, but also all the other you've got the potassium and the calciums in it, etc., and all the other bodily minerals that you need to keep in tune.
Gotcha.
So basically, it's just working with you all the time. So I mean, I do recommend this to shooters because that can usually combat it better than eating.
Does it taste all right as well?
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, it's okay, is it?
Yeah,
All
it
right.
comes in a nice little
I
lemon.
must admit,
so-
I do like things with a bit of fizz in it, but you know.
Yeah, but the fizz does know you really.
That's not helping
No
me.
good at all, really, with,
No.
with the carbonated drinks in it. So you better, if you're going to take it seriously.
All
Well, I
right.
mean, your orange juice is all right with that.
Yeah.
Ones from there. But if you really want to take it seriously, this is obviously the stuff you can start to get into.
Right
But
on.
you know, we'll look at that as the future goes on for us.
Yeah, no
We'll
problem at all.
see how we get on from that.
Right.
Just to really summarise how the day's gone. Again, another questionnaire. But I
Okay.
mean, that's basically the way I work.
Right.
I mean, I need to get inside and find out what's ticking up there. We've done the shooting now.
Yes.
You've improved. I mean, obviously it takes some time, and now when you go and shoot away, you'll probably find there'll be a slight dip in your performance, and then when you've got into it and it all becomes automated, then you'll come back up again.
Okay.
It's
I must
like
learn not to be
anything.
disappointed with
That's
that.
right.
Too, mustn't
Yeah,
I?
and that's always
Yeah.
something you've got to look at. That the scores might be about the same or just drop, and then when you get used to the technique and used to the systems that you now bring into place, it becomes better again.
Right.
And then
I'm
you
with
start to peak up again.
Okay.
Okay, so.
All right. Back to the storyboard.
Back to the storyboard again. Now, if you can just think about how you felt when you've just done this big round now,
Right.
it would be the ideal time to answer some of these questions. Obviously, I've started to try and bring some goal orientation into you.
Yes.
So you'd have gone in with in your mind what sort of score you wanted. So with this question, your goal determination, again a score out of 10, none being naught and 10 being complete. How determined were you to reach your goal with
All the way. All the way. Yeah.
10 and beyond.
Yes. Yeah. More than.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how your activation? How did you feel? Flat or did you feel highly charged?
No, I felt well charged.
Well
but
charged.
sensibly charged.
But
with
sensibly
it.
charged.
Yes.
So, what would you give yourself a score without putting words into your mouth?
8.
8.
Yeah. What are we? 0 to 10. Yep.
0 to 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What sort of worry did you have in there? None or extremely?
A lot less. A little bit of concern that I might get a no bird situation or whatever.
Right.
So 3 on the
3.
worry
No,
factor.
no good. You should always have a bit of butterflies going there.
Yes, yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to feel completely flat.
Okay.
And how in control were you there? Again, being none from 0 and then 10 to being complete.
A good 7 or 8.
A good 7.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll ring both of them.
Okay.
And your mental calmness. Now, obviously, you know what we've done today. Hopefully, it would have aided that. So, what would your mental calmness be on a score to 10?
I'd love to know what the figure was earlier. To put it into proportion of that. I'd have to give it an 8 or a 9
Right.
on mental calmness. Because nothing fazed me.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. And then, what was your commitment? You're pushing yourself to the limit. What score would you give yourself for what you've just shot now?
9.
9.
Yeah. Because I know on a couple of places where I relaxed a bit on it, so I couldn't say I'd pushed to a commitment on those
Right.
points.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then another question here, which I hope you answer rightly, is your confidence in your preparation.
Oh, nil. No, a lot more. I can see that there are things that I'm going to need to continue to learn to practice. I can see where you're coming from about automation. So I would say my confidence in it would have risen now to 7.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your confidence in your own ability on that round.
Oh, more so now then. Let's go for a 9 on confidence after the event.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Okay. And then just another couple of questions just to finish off. How did you feel about your performance?
A lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
No messing, you know. Things to digest.
Okay. And what was your actual goal for that shoot?
To try and get 30
Right.
on that. To get the 30.
And did you have another goal as well for that?
Get to my picnic bars, if I got there. I think the most important thing that came out of that one is that despite the changes we made to my approach, both physically and mentally,
Yeah.
there were no changes to my actual technique.
Yeah.
So I wasn't being flummoxed by trying on a new mount position or a new angle or a new process in the technical sense. I didn't think once about what my feet were doing, or my hips, or my swing, or my mount.
Right.
Much of the time, and that helped a great deal. We were looking at the approach of it really
Good.
through the day,
Good.
so I felt a lot better without
Yeah.
being flummoxed by being told I was mounting too early or
That's right.
catching arm or chin or anything like that. You see?
So you felt your approach was better
Yes,
as well?
a lot better
within
as a result. Yeah.
it? Okay. So, I mean, obviously, the next question on what was your goal for this game, to what extent did you reach it? 0 to 10?
All the way. Yeah, yeah, all the way.
Couldn't be better, could
No,
it?
I was very happy with it.
I mean, again, within this shoot, did you concentrate on one part to improve or parts which dictated the result?
Say the question again.
Did you just concentrate on one part or many parts to make the result?
Several.
Several.
And when I got concerned with it, then I backed off and just thought about one.
Right.
took it a stage at a time. Especially towards the end where I started to feel I might get there.
Right, yeah.
Then I had to keep it under control.
Yeah, yeah. It was interesting to note on the grouse that you did control yourself again.
Yes,
You know,
for that
the no
final...
good came out and
Yes.
you did control yourself.
Well, that was an achievement, and I could take it as an achievement in its own right for that moment.
Yes.
Because normally I would feel I would lose the next bird.
That's right.
Through just going squawk,
Yeah.
you know, at the wrong moment.
That's right. Okay, and then to what extent did you reach it?